Welcome back to the online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound. Today we are going to start with the second part of the second chapter, that is Introduction to Rational Numbers. The very first topic is standard form of a rational number. What is a standard form of a rational number? I know most of you know what are rational numbers. Let us revise it again. If a rational number is expressed in lowest terms and its denominator is positive, then we say that the rational number is expressed in the standard form. Let us take an example. I have taken an example of 45 upon 75. When I am going to simplify it to its simplest form, it will become 3 upon 5. Over here you can see the denominator, it is positive, so it is expressed in standard form. So if we have to express any fraction in standard form, first of all we have to convert that fraction to its simplest form, and after that we have to see whether the denominator is positive or negative. If it is negative, we have to convert it into positive, and then only we can express the given fraction in standard form. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us come to another topic, that is cross product of equivalent rational numbers. I hope everyone knows what are cross product rules. Let us revise it again. Over here, if a upon b and p upon q are two rational numbers, then there is a condition: a upon b is equal to p upon q if and only if the product of a into q is equal to b into p. Then only we can say that the two fractions are equivalent rational numbers. Let us see with the help of an example. I have taken a fraction 3 upon 4 and 36 upon 48. The first method is to convert the second fraction into its simplest form, because first fraction is already being simplified into its simplest form. So we have to convert or simplify the second fraction to its simplest form. If it is coming 3 upon 4, then we can say that both the fractions are equal, or both the rational numbers are equal. Now the second method is we are going to assume both the number as equal. 3 upon 4 is equal to 36 upon 48. Now we are going to cross multiply, means a is multiplied by q and b is multiplied by p. Over here, when we are going to find the product of 3 into 48 and 36 into 4, it will become 144 is equal to 144. This shows that LHS is equal to RHS. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us come to another topic, that is representation of rational numbers on number line. I know most of you know how to draw a number line. Let us take an example. Over here I have drawn a number line. What is number line? To represent the positive as well as negative integers on a line. 0 is the midpoint. Towards right is positive integers and towards left is negative integers. Let us represent the following points on a number line. 2 upon 3 and minus 2 upon 3, I have to represent it on a number line. So first of all I am going to draw the midpoint, that is 0. Now 1 upon 3, 2 upon 3, 3 upon 3 makes 1. Minus 1 upon 3, minus 2 upon 3 and minus 3 upon 3 makes minus 1. So easily I can represent minus 2 upon 3 and plus 2 upon 3 on a number line. You can use an alphabet to indicate the point which you are representing on a number line. Over here 2 upon 3 is represented by a letter F and minus 2 upon 3 is represented by a letter F dash. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us take another example. Represent 7 upon 10 on a number line. Now over here there are two methods to represent a number line. When the denominator is greater than numerator, how you are going to represent the number on a number line? Simply you have to draw a midpoint 0. This is 1 and this is 2. Minus 1 and minus 2. You have to represent 7 upon 10. Now you have to see the denominator. It is 10. So between 0 and 1 you have to make 9 parts. Why? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and this one is 10. Why I am drawing 9 parts? Because 10 upon 10 is equal to 1. After drawing 9 parts, this is 1 by 10, this is 2 by 10, this is 3 by 10, this is 4 by 10, this is 5 by 10, this is 6 by 10 and this is 7 by 10, which I have to represent it on a number line. Now I am going to use an alphabet to represent this point. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let us come to another case when the numerator is greater than denominator. You can see 8 upon 3. So 8 upon 3 can be written as 2 by 3. Now everyone knows that 2 is a whole part over here. And this is a fractional part. Now first of all we are going to represent the whole part on a number line. From 0 to 1 this is 1. From 1 to 2 it is 2. Now the whole part I have drawn it on a number line. Now I have to represent a fractional part. Now 2 by 3 comes after 2 by 3 comes after 2. So now again I have to use the same method. The denominator is over here 10, so I have divided it into 9 equal parts. Now over here the denominator is 3, so after 2 I have to divide it into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now this is 1 by 3 and this is 2 by 3. So all together it will be 2 by 3. And now I am going to represent it with the letter Q. I hope it is clear to everyone. Next time when I will come, I will explain you another topic. Till then, goodbye and be safe.